Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Second Star to the Left. I'm Michelle, and this is my daughter, Billie.
Hi.
And here's where we'll share board game reviews, ramblings, and a few wrong turns along the scenic route. Did you miss us?
No.
Hey.
What?
We went away on vacation and then just needed a little bit of a break, but we are back and we are going to wrap up September and give you a little peek at what's coming up in October for Spooky Month.
Woo.
Woo.
I mean, boo. Like ghosts, not like... I'm not booing, I'm booing. There's a difference.
We managed to play 43 plays of 25 games this month, and 8 of those were new to us, which is something I want to talk about in the, how many new games we have later on.
You mean when you talk about how many new games there are, you're going to talk about the new games?
Why?
Because
Why?
I don't understand.
Why? So in one of our last videos, we talked about the games that I wanted to bring to the beach house, and I was mocked by Billie for how many I brought.
Yes. How many of the ones that we brought did we play?
A lot.
Did we?
Half.
Statistically.
Half. We played about half.
What are the numbers? What are the numbers on half?
I don't know.
You didn't look?
No.
Okay. Good job.
Well, okay, it's half if I count the button shies individually, which when I was packing,
No.
I said they were
No, button shy is one.
I don't know if it works that way when we're doing plays.
It's almost like while we were there doing beach stuff, we did a lot of beach stuff and we weren't always having time to play board games.
We played lots of board games, though. We actually played a lot more board games than I thought we were going to play.
That's true. We also did a lot of repeats. We found a couple games that everyone liked and played those a lot.
Yeah, we did play the same games over and over and over. And that leads us to, what was your favorite game that we played while we were at the beach house?
For me, it was probably Fake Arts Goes to New York. Because, like always, it's just a huge amount of fun. Do you have any pictures of the things we...
I do. I'll try and put some here. This is a game that we always play when we have family together, and it is a game that we very rarely keep score.
Oh yeah, never, right? Like that's not the point
no idea
for us.
what the score was. We know how to keep score.
Oh yeah.
So in this game, there's one person that's giving the clues, and the rest of the people around the table are going to draw. Now, if there were 4 people that were going to draw, 3 of them will know the word that they're going to draw, and 1 of them will not. Which means if you don't know the word, you want to kind of fake it so that everybody thinks you do. See, fake artist. But if you do know the word, you only want to draw well enough that people know that you know, but not so well that the fake artist can guess what you're drawing. This distinction seems to be very difficult for some people to get, which makes for even funnier situations in this game where people say things like, I was just trying to throw you off so you wouldn't know that I was drawing that. But if you're the artist, you gotta give us a hint. Anyway, these are some of... I had tears streaming down my face during this game. It's one of the most fun games that we have. It's one of the most fun games that we played. We got Grandma to play this one.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably one of my favorite party games ever.
Yes, definitely.
And the fact that it comes in the tiny little oink box means you can bring this game absolutely anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite game from the beach house is a game that we can't play at home.
Because we have a crazy dog. Isn't that right, Nobby? Hi, buddy.
We must have played hours of this game over the week.
Well, we had to make up for not being able to do it for another year.
And that's Tapple, which is a very, very simple game with this tiny toy in the middle with letters around the outside. And you get a category. And when it's your turn, you have to think of a word that starts with one of the remaining letters, push that letter down so no one else can use it, and tap the middle of the toy. I don't know what else to call it, but it's kind of It is. It's the toy, right?
I guess. Not a bad thing, though.
This is easy in the first couple of rounds. Oddly, unless you really know the subject. So, for instance, when they say TV shows, and you absolutely panic like you've never seen a TV show before in your entire life, and you can't think of a single one that starts with any letter. Just
my mind, it was like sci-fi stories, and my mind just completely blanked.
Billy didn't even get one.
It just
sci-fi story.
Completely shut down. That's what I do with like 90% of my free time.
And also, it makes for some very strange jokes. We are very lenient on what words we'll accept.
Sometimes.
We don't actually call you on it. We're not that specific. This is all for fun. So if your answer kind of fits the category, we may mock you, but we'll keep going around. We'll keep going, right? But some things, like, for example, the category was desserts. And one of the people at the table said dressing. And then everybody broke and nobody could keep going. Tabble was a lot of fun. It is unreasonable amount of fun, especially when you're tired and you're just trying to play something. I am a little bit sad that we can't ever play it here because of my crazy barking dog.
Yeah, he would freak out anytime you, like, I guess, tapped it.
Yeah.
He doesn't like weird noises or knocking or clapping.
Or laughing or fun.
He's a very strange boy.
But that said, that was probably my favorite play when we were down there. Might be one of my favorite plays of the month because it was really fun. I also had someone say to me, "Hey, I don't know much about Button Shy. I see you brought your bag. Could you show them to me?"
Oh boy.
Yay! So don't ever ask me that.
It's a very dangerous thing.
I probably had like 15 or 20 Button Shy games in my bag, and I showed them all of them. All of them. I played a lot of numbsters, but when I was showing the games, I could show two people.
You could show two people games.
I could show two-person games. So I think their favorite was Wonder Tales, which is this amazing game with beautiful fairy tale art. It's so cute. And you're placing your cards down in a grid and just trying to maximize your score based on the position of your cards and the requirement on that card. You're just taking turns back and forth with someone. You know, for example, the big bad wolf would like to be next to all three pigs, but obviously the pigs won't score if they're next to the wolf. Things like that. It's thematically easy to learn and really fun and cute. So I actually gave away a copy of that just so they could keep playing Button Shy games. We played Numbsters, we played Naturopolis, some Tussie Mussy, a number of other games. But yeah, if you ask me and say, I don't know what these Button Shy games are, obviously I'm going to jump in and fix that for you. So be careful what you wish for.
Okay.
We also ran into a very, very strange situation at the beach house.
We did?
Yeah. Now, Billie and I have played Nana.
Oh, you're right.
So many times.
I love that game.
And we've taught it to people, and everyone has loved it. This kind of strange gamers go fish game. And we have the one with the cute little Japanese art, the animals. Mm-hmm. Very cute. We came across people who finished that game and didn't like it. Didn't like it.
Ironically, my Nana.
That is true. Nana didn't like Nana. But it was so strange. Billie and I were just like, what? What happened? Everybody loves this. So
I couldn't process that.
It was a very strange surprise. Oh, you know what else we played a ton of was Fuji Flash, which we don't get to play here very often because we just don't have enough people to play it and have it be fun. So a lot of card games are easy at the beach. Like I said, when we got home from our lovely vacation, I had to catch up with work, which is the penalty to be paid for going on vacation.
It all just built up while you were away.
And then we did manage to still play a bunch of games. So I'm going to ask you, aside from the beach house, what was your favorite game you played this month?
That is a good question.
Boo. Boo. You're going to make Nami bark. We got the Halloween-themed version of Boop and have been playing it pretty much nonstop. if we have to keep only one, it's going to be the Halloween one, and we're going to play it all year round. The difference between the original and the Halloween version, besides the cats wearing like witches,
adorable costumes,
witches hats and holding little pumpkins, is the addition of a ghost that will run through the middle of the board, moving automatically on each turn once it's placed, and booping the cats away from it as it crosses the board. Booping the cats away from it as it crosses the board. I'm not sure that we're using it effectively.
No, I kind of forget it exists like most of the time.
But it was fun, and it's a fun addition. And honestly, again, if we're deciding to keep just one, and I will explain why these decisions are happening very shortly, then I'm going to keep the themed one.
Yeah.
And if they throw other themes at us, we'll probably get those. So that was also my favorite game of the month by far. It's just adorable, and I'm really happy that it's spooky season.
Yay.
So Boop was kind of a nice game to sit down and really enjoy as we were recovering from vacation. So that brings us to spooky season, which means that we are gearing up to do a few things on the channel. We are going to make a video about what spooky games we're looking forward to playing the most this year, and some of those were on the list last year.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Things happen.
We are also going to play the final match in our Unmatched Showdown, which thematically is
spooky.
It's Buffy
spooky
versus Dracula.
Yeah.
So
just pretend we did this on purpose. I think it's what it's been so long. I think that's what it is.
So that feels like it should happen during spooky season. So we will play the final match, then we'll put that whole video together and put that out.
We didn't forget. Promise.
Then we're going to do the scariest thing of all. We have a video series called Keep, Cull, or Consider.
Oh, no.
Where Billie and I take 3 or 4 games and decide whether to keep it, to cull it, or to give it another chance and consider it. I came up with the brilliant idea that we needed to do that for the entire collection all at once. So it's going to be Keep, Cull, or Consider the collection. We're not going to film every decision, but I'm going to put our lists.
Especially because we feel guilty about a couple of them.
We're going to put our lists together and then talk about some of the surprising ones and talk about some of the ones we disagree with. And in the end, it looks like we're going to get rid of over 50 games. So stay tuned to see which ones those are going to be. It's just a case where I feel like we're being overwhelmed. We have stacks and stacks of games that we haven't played yet. Our shelves are filling up, and I want to have a really well-curated collection of games that we love, and so that we can keep playing, so that we can develop strategies, so that we can easily show them to people. So not that we're never going to buy new games, that's crazy talk, but I want to be able to revisit our favorites more often instead of always having to learn a game if we're going to sit down and play.
Yeah.
And part of that is being really honest about the chances of some of these games hitting the table again and making sure that we're keeping them not just because we want to collect them, but because we want to play them. Not to say that some of them aren't staying for sentimental reasons.
Oh, definitely.
There are some that will never leave, but that we're going to take a more honest look at what we got. And that includes the unplayed game pile. Yeah. Some of those will go before they got played. So that video is coming up this month.
The ones that have been on the unplayed game shelf for like 2 years now. It's a little more critically. And
then my hope is that we get to make a video about a game that has been sitting on the unplayed game shelf for way too long, and that we keep saying that we want to play and not playing, and that is my father's work, which is that Young Frankenstein the board game,
the ultimate spooky game.
I guess people would say Frankenstein the board game, but in this house,
for us it's Young
not.
Frankenstein.
It's Young Frankenstein. We'll put the soundtrack on.
There's no way we don't tell jokes the entire time we're playing it.
So
it's gonna end up being.
Because this has been such a long time coming, what I'm going to do is try to film a video about that so you can see what our experience is, learning that, see the absolutely gorgeous production from that game, and
pretty.
Get a look at what that plays like. Let us know in the comments what your favorite play from September was. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see,
Or if you'd like to keep watching until we get one right.
Then please like, subscribe, and share. If you'd like to join us in our Discord and talk about what your favorite plays were for the month, all that information will be down below. As always, open tables, open minds, and play yourselves.
Bye!
We are here.
What the hell starts in 10 minutes?
I'm going to say recording.
Did you set it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's your fault that just happened?
Mm-hmm. I put my phone on mute because it's about to go. Hey, you should record. It set a reminder for us to record and we beat the reminder. And a squeaky chair.